Our microphones are on?
Should be. One way to find out. What's up, guys? Good evening, everybody. Hi, hi, hi. Hi, hi. Move over. I feel not centered. Oh, maybe I need to get closer
You just
to
want to
you.
be closer to me.
That's what you wanted to happen.
I just want to be closer to me.
Yeah, sure. Good evening, everybody. Thank you for tuning in to another Love Talks with the Garçons. We are Love Talks with the Garçons. I am, as always, the wonderful, handsome Irvin's Garçon.
And I am Anna Garçon.
You're beautiful. Say it.
I want you to say it.
But you didn't say it to me.
Because you always go first.
Anyway, together we are Love Talks with the Garçons, where love speaks.
And we listen.
And we want to thank you guys for once again tuning in tonight. Why I sound like a radio announcer?
Oh, thank you, David. Yes, I just had a birthday, y'all.
What's up, Brody? How are you? Thanks for tuning in, my guy. Great to see you. As you're coming in, we just ask that you just do us a solid and go ahead and share this with at least
5 people.
Send it to those group chats. Send it to this family member chat. Send it to the coworkers chat.
The WhatsApp
group. We all need love. So let's pull up and let's talk about love together, right?
Yes.
And if you're there, if it doesn't bother you much, why don't you just let us know where you're watching from? It's always a good pulse check to see where people are tuning in from.
2 weeks ago, we had somebody from Haiti. How about that?
That was crazy. That was dope, actually. That's kind of dope. And they spoke English, so I didn't have to translate or put subtitles in. So that was a great thing to do.
That was crazy.
So,
that was dope, actually.
yeah. So thank you guys for being here tonight. We apologize for the slight tardy. Life happens. But we are here, and that's all that matters.
First full week of school. So we're getting back into the swing of no more summer, no more just hanging out and kids sleeping late and right. So all of that, trying to get back into that swing of things, caused us to be a little late,
a little behind. It's been a couple of days, man.
But we got our groove back. We're getting our groove back.
Yeah. I'm excited to be on tonight. Anne's always asking me, "You don't want to go live?" I'm like, I'm really excited to be here.
I don't know if you did, babe.
I did. It was
kind of dragging your feet today.
I was being cognizant about you because you're not feeling well.
Yeah, he's been really, really kind of like a caregiver. You kind of turn into caregiver mode. I wasn't feeling too well yesterday, and so he sent me to bed early, and then he was checking up on me all day. I really liked that, babe. I was driving and I started to think, I was like,
you cried?
No, I didn't.
You crowed?
I think I crowed. I was like, yeah, that man cares about me. And then he sent a text and was like, listen, you are resting after work. You will not be cooking today. I'm bringing food home.
That's what I do.
That's not what you do. I'm just saying.
That's not what I do.
Because sometimes you be ignorant. But he was pretty special. It was pretty special. And I didn't get to say thank you. So
you could later.
I'm still sick. So yeah, it was pretty nice.
Yeah.
So I'm feeling a little bit better. I was like, I don't want to keep canceling because, there's something about consistency. And I just did a quick video on my personal YouTube channel, talking about consistency. Like when you are consistent with something, the satisfaction that you get just because you are consistent.
What up, Ish? Dude is lying.
He's from New Zealand.
It's right here in Brooklyn.
Somebody said Kings Plaza, Brooklyn, New York.
That works.
In the house. When you are consistent with doing something, you just feel this sense of satisfaction, right? Because you put your mind to doing a thing and you actually complete that thing. So that's what I want for us as well.
Okay.
On this channel. Like even if, we're not feeling well or the day is not going as planned, right? This could really kind of make a difference in our day. So yes, tonight we kind of wanted to pull back the curtains on parts of our marriage that I don't think we talk a lot about.
Okay.
I feel like
that's a big sigh, fam.
What?
that's what I was telling.
Right. Consistency is important. Thank you for sharing that, David. And, I think that there are a lot of people who are like desiring marriage, right? People who really want to get married. And it's a beautiful desire to have. But I feel like there's so many topics that should be discussed or that you should know about as far as marriage is concerned, relationships are concerned, before you take that leap into it. And so I'm going to be telling on Irvin's a little bit tonight. I want you guys to know that we are not experts, right? But
what you gonna be saying?
Nothing. Just saying
we're not. Me.
Yeah, because we didn't discuss this topic before coming on tonight. So we're simply fellow travelers on this journey, trying to figure this thing out, just like you all. Right. So we're just going to share some of the unseen realities in marriage. There are days that Irvin and I will go without speaking. And when I say without speaking, I don't mean like we do small talk, like, hey, how you doing? Right. But there are days that we'll go without, actually engaging, because Irvin's takes a longer time to get over things than I do. I like to immediately talk about things, whereas he needs some time, which he's working on, because I don't rock with that. I have no choice but to deal with it, right? Because if he's not ready to talk, I'm not going to talk to a wall. But
and you're working on not needing to talk right away.
No, what do you mean by that?
That's a flaw too.
No, it's not a flaw. I'm working on giving you the time that you need, but I'm not working on being okay with the time that you need, because I don't think time is an essence, especially when you don't know what tomorrow will hold, right? But so that goes to say, like, because sometimes we tell people, yeah, we go through things or whatever, like, you guys, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, yeah.
I think you look for things to go through. You be loving that.
What does that even mean?
I don't know.
So I don't look for things to go through. I really do a lot of thinking about where we are. I'm always taking a pulse check of where we are. And sometimes I don't think you notice some of the things that you should be noticing. And so when I get vocal about it, you're like, oh, you found something wrong. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to get into that a little bit later.
Oh, bro, she'd be searching, fam. What you talking about?
So one of the things that we wanted to talk about tonight, we're going to just kind of bring up 3 different topics. One of the things that a lot of couples kind of go through that can really break a marriage is money. Okay. Money disagreements. What kind of steward are you with money? Are you even a steward, right, of money, right?
I'm a Garçon.
So now the opening question I wanted to start off with was like, how did money look when we first got married? And how does it look now?
We were broke. No, we weren't. Actually, when we first got married, it was just Ann and I. We actually, no, it wasn't great, because we were staying with your parents. We were on my income. I think you were working part-time.
So after we got married, we went straight into my parents' house. So those of you who don't know, because I,
but it's not just because of you not working. I think they encourage us to do it so we can go and purchase a home.
And I told you I didn't want to move into an apartment.
Yeah.
This
girl's bougie, man. She's spoiled.
I told her that I wanted to go straight into a house, and although we didn't have the money yet, I was like, okay, but this is what I want, and so he had to agree.
She thinks she grew up rich. It's just because her father was a great man. Rest in peace, Pastor Verma. He made them. I think that's why I'm the way I am right now too. Wait, that's not even my dad. So how's that been possible?
Because he turned into your dad.
He ensured and made sure.
About him today.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He made sure that those kids did not have or feel like they had a need. Mind you, they were not rich either. Pastor, one income. I don't even know how your father did that. One income, pastoring a church, working full time, and things of that nature. And then it was pretty dope. So. Anne grew up in what she thought was luxury. I would say semi-sheltered from the realities of life as it relates to taking care of bills.
Yeah, because even as far as like paying my own bills, I never paid my own bills. My parents paid my bills, and so
no, you gave them money to pay for it. It's not, people don't understand that they were paying your bills literally. Or was your mom really paying your bills? Oh no. Your mom was paying your bills for you even though you were working? Fam.
When I was working, I didn't have any bills to pay. So, like, what bills did I have to pay when I was living with my parents?
Your cell phone, credit cards. Well, your mom was using your credit cards.
Yeah, she was using it.
So it makes sense.
That's a whole different story.
So it makes sense, guys.
So my idea of money was kind of like, okay, money didn't really stay in my hands because I never had to worry, right, about having it. And so I think Urban said, well, you kind of want to talk to like you came in with like the idea of money.
I've always known struggle. I've always known financial struggle because I can't. But even in Haiti, I felt like I was better off than a lot of people in my community, in my neighborhood. I think our family was a little bit better off. But then I came to America with my mom. We always had the immigrant story, one income, trying to take care of me, herself, and also taking care of Haiti. We subletted rooms a lot because she couldn't afford our own place. When we finally got our first apartment, beautiful apartment, 1-bedroom apartment, we couldn't afford it, so we had to move to Florida. Spend a lot of time in people's houses. This is a journey. I've never been in a situation growing up where we were splurging or anything like that. My first full-time job, similarly, I helped my mom to pay certain things, but she never expected me to pay for anything. So I guess I had money when I was my first full-time job. But other than that, I didn't grow up with money. So I think that kind of like guide my philosophy in frugality growing up as an adult, because I think I've learned how to money manage from my background, from my being raised.
So imagine a frugal person.
Yeah.
And
a money manager
and
someone who never had to look at a bill entire life. Till now, she don't look at bills. The only bill you open up is when you get mad at me when I get those tickets, those red light tickets. I think that's the only bill you open. I really think that's the only bill you open. Because you're ready to scold me, or you got another speeding red light, those red lights.
Guys, come on, tickets. That's something you can control.
Yeah.
So imagine a frugal person and a spender coming together.
Amazon.
And merging to become one, right? I did have to kind of, I think he had to kind of shift in his frugality a little bit, right? To kind of be in that YOLO type of phase where we only live once. You only live once.
I think you made it easier by not being high maintenance. Okay. I think that's one thing about Ann. Ann is not very high maintenance. She's not going to be that person. Thank God for Sister Locks and natural hair. She's not at the hair salon. Well, now you do it every 6 weeks for retie. 6 to 8 weeks for retie. But she don't need to be buying no bundles. I've met her natural. She's not at the nail salon how often women go?
I am now.
So never mind. Never mind.
No, but I think, like you said at the beginning, I kind of, I wasn't high maintenance, but I did like things. That's hence my nickname, Amazon, because I'm literally on Amazon all the time, right? I think, but speeding up.
They know us. Amazon knows us by name. Like when they pull up, they know it was that block.
But I think speeding up to now, right? Speeding up to this season that we're in, right? As far as, I left my 9 to 5, right? Career, benefits, all of that job, because I think it was time. And I'm in a season now where I'm trying to figure out because like I took that leap and now I'm like landing, like I'm figuring out where I've landed or where I'm landing. And so the money is different than what it was.
Said it could say that again.
Who said that?
I said you can say that again.
The money is different than what it was, right? And so I want you guys to kind of hear me on this. I am of the mindset, right, that God is my provider. And Irvin's is the checking the account type of person, the planner and this and that. And I think both can coexist at the same time, right? Because we have to have some faith that God is going to provide. But at the same time, we also have to have some type of management going on. So,
some reality checks.
What?
Some reality checks.
Some reality checks.
Pun intended.
Right.
We need some checks.
So we had a little kind of bump in the road when I was planning my daughter's sweet 16.
That was a bump?
Huh?
That was a bump?
You didn't think it was a bump?
Okay, let's keep going.
The comment that you made to me?
Okay, let's go. Go for it.
So we're planning the sweet 16. My daughter's a great child. Like, she deserves the world, right? And so I wanted to give her something that she would remember forever. And so that comes along with, aesthetics. It comes along with, money.
You was ordained.
And so
you can say you was ordained.
I wasn't ODing per se. I was just trying to create a memory that would last a lifetime. And that cost money. And so one day, and I'm like excited and sharing with him like exactly like what I feel of like, oh my God, this is like we're gonna do it. And then he just like his attitude. He had this little attitude. He was like, and he said, you don't even check the account, do you?
Did you?
That just put a damper.
Were you?
That just put a damper on the excitement that I had because, like, bro.
Now, do you see the difference already in philosophy of spending? Because things are not great. If I tell you, no, we don't need to get into the current financial gymnastics we got to play right now because of her situation. But these situations, and Melody is very low maintenance. I think she get that from Anne. All our kids are really. They don't do us exigence as the Haitian say. If I ever know exigence, they don't try to say, "Hey, I want Louis, I want this." They don't really care about none of that stuff. Melody will have been content if we give her a backyard party.
She would not, Irvins. Don't even go that low to her with her. She is not that low maintenance.
Decorate the backyard, make it look nice. Should have been pretty happy with that. But Mommy Dearest over here, I really think it was low-key vicariously living through Melody because she never had her own sweet 16.
I was not. I just got excited about planning something for her that would be amazing. Okay, now, granted,
and budget went out of the window when it comes to Aunt.
It did, and I'm gonna admit this is I'm being transparent and I'm admitting that I probably didn't handle it properly, right? Because I should have checked the account, but I was like, okay, Irvin's does that, so why do I have, right? Like, that's what you normally do. So you're moving things around to make things possible. So in my mind, I'm like, okay, he's got it. Let me just tell him about this, and then maybe he can, finagle and make it work, right?
Babe, the backdrop person say $3,000. It's gonna be sparklers. It's gonna be walking on angels and fairy dust and cloud. Like, what?
Okay, I understand, but I think that the way you said it.
Yeah, how did I say it?
You don't check the account, do you?
Did you?
But that's not the point. It's not about what you say, y'all. Yeah, it's about how you say it.
And talking as Melody's agent. That's pretty much what it was.
It's not about what you say. It's about how you say it. And I will admit that I kind of did go overboard. Right?
Fam.
But I feel like you could have kind of reeled me back in, right? You could have been like, okay, babe, you know what? Let's take a seat. Let's talk about this financial situation. You know what I'm saying? I think the way you could have said it would have been a little bit more receivable. Yeah. It was hard for me to receive in that moment because you kind of just shut down my excitement. Like, bro, this is our daughter we're talking about. I had to reel you
back in, bro. If you're just coming in, thank you for joining us. We are talking about the unseen realities in marriage. and is giving a background about the most recent things. Thank you so much, Anne Lynn Dupont. They are amazing.
So yeah, she deserved it, and so I really wanted to give her something amazing. So yes, it did cost a lot of money, and I won't call myself being irresponsible. I would call it being concerned about her memories. And I will say, I do feel like I could have kind of reeled it back, but I do believe you could have been a little bit softer in your tone.
And what's crazy, and one thing, you're
not acknowledging that part, bro. Like,
yes, and I apologize the day after. Yeah, you're right. But the thing about Anne, what she doesn't know a lot of times, when, especially, let's use the same example. She would then say, "Hey, can we do this?" And I will shut it down. And what do I do the next day? Let me text my guy to see how that could work out. Oh, we don't need, babe, what do you, after $12,000 worth of just decor, and I'm playing, it wasn't $12,000, whatever money she was spending. Oh, babe, what do you think about a photo booth? You know what? And she tried to be slick. You know what I think? I think sometime a photo booth at a Sweet 16 will work. I'm like, we're not getting no photo booth. And what do I do the next day? I'm gonna text my boy Manny. I text my guy Manny, who's a
thank you.
My guy was a DJ E-Blast, shout out to him, to say, yo, bro, and I will text my cousin Debbie, who's also a DJ, because they do a lot of events. Do anybody that does this? Here's a budget. That's all we're spending on it. Because I'm like, I think I'm a family pleaser, even though I complain about the thing that they're trying to do. Then I try to see how it could work. So yeah, we end up getting sparklers because my bro E-Bless looked out though. I'm not even gonna hold you. He looked at both.
Yeah.
On a lot of those things that they wanted.
So fast forward.
Where there's a comment.
What's the comment?
One unseen reality in marriage is wives twisting every moment into something their husband could have fixed instead of something they could have fixed. Testify, Ish.
Ishmael, you need to
Ish,
go.
how long you been married now? Oh, that's my guy. He knows. Listen. And they try to
why? So if I have a fixer here, why should I try to fix something? Like if that's his job.
Man.
No, but
Dave, to what you said, Dave, I'm not gonna hold you, David. For some Sweet 16s, what happened is, I think here's a challenge also. Melody is such a great kid. And this summer, I want to say since before school ended, spring into summer, they all turning 16.
Yeah.
All of her friends are turning 16.
She has like 3 more to go.
She's been to multiple of them. And the extravagance that come along with it. I will say though, David, to your point, we did not spend as much as some of those things that.
Thank you. So stop getting on my back.
So and was trying to get like centerpieces done. That was gonna be like an arm and a leg itself. But we did a lot of DIY.
Yeah.
We did a lot of DIY. So some of the things that you guys are seeing, that was things that we did. Shout out to our mothers. My mom, Anne's mom, and also our aunties. We have 2 aunties who also cooked.
My cousins.
Yeah. They cooked for 80 people.
Yeah.
So imagine if we had to spend money on food. So we had people helping. So we're not recapping just this.
Yeah, we just cut corners to make it work.
Yeah. The point is, when it comes to finances, she was giving that example about finances and how that's an unforeseen reality in that.
So like having 2 different type of spenders, right? You got to think about, okay, how are we going to make this work? How are we going to steward our money, right? In a way that makes sense for our lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? And I thank God for Irvin's.
She got 10 years in.
Oh, bro.
Yeah.
That's a decade right there.
It's a decade.
Beautiful. I thank God for Irvin's because he is skilled in that area. So when you're like married, like you want to pull on each other's strengths, right? To kind of lead and guide in that area. But communication is essential no matter what it is that you're going through.
Can I ask you a question?
Depends.
No. If you have to think about money managing and paying bills, because you've never had to do it, what is a level of, how do you think you would manage? Because you never had to do it. And I'm not trying to play. I'm just really wondering, would you go into panic mode, anxiety mode? How do I do this? What would be your, because in our marriage, I take it, it's funny because some marriages, I think your mom used to be the one.
Yeah, so my mom gets on me all the time. She's like, you're supposed to be doing this. Like, you should know this, you should do that. And at one point I tried, remember? I tried to, like, we
got evicted.
On creating, oh, well. That
now, one time trying to manage the household, the money, the bills, we got evicted, the lights got cut off, our water was brown.
He's lying, y'all. He's lying. Mimi said, I can't wait to see Melody's wedding, booking a whole island. Period.
If she could be a good kid.
Clock it. No, but I would listen, I would put all my big girl panties on and I would do it. Like, I would have no choice.
I don't like those panties. I don't like those. They're big and only one time a month, bro. During those days.
I would do what I have to do, you know? And so, like, I think I do feel like I should help more. So I'm saying that in front of everybody. You guys can hold me accountable. I think I should help out more as far as the finances are concerned, because if I'm more, like, knowledgeable of where we are, then I'll be.
I think that moment that she was referring to earlier, if you're just coming in with the Sweet 16, I got annoyed because I'm like, you should know where we are.
Ooh, we said don't shit on me. Why you shitting on me, bro?
But like,
you know, so like, you should know certain things, but you don't like when I say you should. So
and I was kind of like irked a little. I'm not gonna hold it.
I know. I
was irked a lot because I'm like, yo, babe, what do you mean you want to get a snow angel?
I never said that though.
Like, what do you mean you need to get a helicopter and power? Like, you know what's going on right now with our finances. And I think when I snapped that night, it was a buildup, because it was towards the tail end of the Sweet 16. Now you want to bring up another thing, and I got mad. Jane, if you're watching, Jane and Joanne, those are her cousins who are really into decor. They're really great at what they do, aesthetics and stuff like that. We went from being cool, and then once they talk, oh, you gotta do this, yeah. Like, I blame y'all. I blame y'all too for where we went. Well, it was beautiful.
Good job, guys. Right? Like, when you say blame, it's a good blame. But yeah, he did snap, and so that'll happen. Like, snapping will happen, right? That's an unseen reality. Like, not in conversations. Like, it won't always go smooth. It won't always be. It won't always be peachy keen. Like, somebody's going to snap sometimes. And I should have snapped back, but I had to.
Yeah.
You know.
And Lynn said, honestly, marriage is trials and errors. Been married for 10 years and we're still figuring it out. Girl. Absolutely.
We going on 20. We're still trying to figure it out ourselves. Okay.
And don't forget, guys, those who are tuned in, remember this show is N and I, we are hosting, but you're our third host. So feel free to comment. Shout out to Ish for being here tonight. Good to see you, bro. And Lynn for commenting. And Lynn, I'm sorry, David. So feel free to chime in. We'll bring your comment on the screen. Same thing with you, Instagram. We'll definitely bring your comment on the screen and chime in. And even if you're not married, what are some of the potentials that you're facing? If you're watching right now, whether you're married or not, who do you think is going to be the financial, if you are in a relationship or you're dating somebody, who do you think is going to be the financial manager of your household? Who has the strength or who's good at doing that?
I know I wasn't going to be.
Yeah, because you never had to be.
Yeah.
You never had to be.
Yeah, so I feel like if I ever had to be, of course you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I know women who do that in their family dynamics, but
so is that a strength for you guys? Feel free to comment. Let us know if financial managing is a strength for you.
So as you guys are commenting, so we want to kind of talk about some practical nuggets as far as finances are concerned for future, right?
Well, I just want to say one more thing about the financial thing. I think it's going to sound weird the way I'm going to say it. And is the spiritual prayer one when it comes to our finances, and I am let me figure out how we're going to do this thing partner in our relationship. But the crazy thing about that is some of the things I've been able to manage and figure out and make it work, I don't think it's just on my strength and my know-how, But I think God is opening the doors through the things I'm doing, through the prayers she's doing.
So they work hand in hand.
So we work hand in hand. So we both cannot be praying, "Oh Lord, open up the door. Oh Lord, open up a door." God,
nobody's acting.
Yeah, God could miraculously open it up, but I gotta take the steps that I need to take. For example, for her concert, she had a concert earlier this year in February. If I tell you, I could tell you guys a budget for it. We end up spending close to $14,000 to $16,000, if not more, just on the concert. But Anne was praying, and doors were just opening. And then I was calling people. I did a whole campaign to raise funds, and people actually contributed. But I don't give the credit to my know-how and my relationship or how great my text messages were, but I'll give the credit to Anne praying that the Lord soften people's heart to contribute to the concert. Mm-hmm. And the people that show up to the concert was through her prayer, in addition to the marketing and some of the work that we had to do.
It was like God gave strategy on how to fund it, right? So,
wait, 1 second, Dave. I would like to be and incorporate my also to a question about who's a money manager in the relationships. So David says, I would like to be and incorporate my future partner's desires, but not sure if finances will be her strong point. Yeah. David, you're a whole deputy commissioner. So that's you, bro. And we have another comment. Financial management is a gift. I'm responsible when it comes to paying our bills, but immediately after paying bills, I'm going to splurge.
Go, Ann, my kind of girl. Because you only live once.
Okay.
You only live once. So I think it's important that you have to know your current financial standing.
Yeah.
So which means budgeting is really important, right?
We have
creating like
list.
Weekly or monthly budgets. We have to revisit it, of course, to kind of, make sure things are tight so that you have things lined up for. I used to follow some women who did the what is that called? The put in the envelope thing. What is that called?
Yeah.
What is it called? If you know what I'm talking about, they put different amounts of money in an envelope for different things like laundry, for groceries, for maybe even Christmas. What is it called?
Somebody says susu.
No, it's not susu. When I remember, I'll come back to it. But yeah, so budgeting is really important. Also, avoid financial secrets. No secrets. Like Irvin Snow, I have a separate account. He has access to the separate account, right?
I don't have my own card to it though.
Gosh. But he has access to the separate account. And I told him about it. We talked about it even before I got it. So I didn't do it on a hush on the side. So he knows everything that's going on. Because once secrets become involved, it gets really messy. So no secrets, okay? And then also, what's yours is mine, what's mine is yours. Like, it's not it's ours.
Yeah.
You're still, at 19 years later, you're still learning to say ours, bro. You know that?
It happens. You're right. So Ish said, no, it doesn't get faster to us on IG, bro. Actually, the YouTube, we could see it right away. It was just finishing one point and then get to the next one, and the other people are commenting, so that's what it is. So Ish said, I'm the organizer with spreadsheets, etc., while my wife is better with budgeting. Okay, I don't know what a budget is. I want it, I buy it, my wife gets upset, I return it. Yo, what's it's funny because sometimes it's the men that's a spender. That's a crazy thing. I'm just frugal. I wish for the day, and that's why we work so hard. And one day is gonna happen where I don't like to look at the account before buying something.
Yeah,
I do a lot of that now, just being transparent. Just because we know that it's
we
crazy.
Live in New York.
We live in New York, so we still income to income. Believe it or not, as a 2 household, masters holding people, and we still living. We have to check the account before we spend something.
Yeah. So. Next thing we wanted to talk about, we're moving on. Excuse me. So we're talking about the unseen realities in marriage, okay? First, we talked about financial disagreements, right? How we don't always have the same mindset when it comes to money. Now we're talking about intimacy challenges. Because people, a lot, I hear this so many times, I cannot wait to get married so I can have sex. Especially Christians, right? Because we know sex before marriage is not it's sin. And so I constantly hear, oh my gosh, I can't wait to get married so I could have sex. If sex is the only thing you're waiting to do, or if sex is the only thing you think is if you're only getting married for sex, that's what I want to say. Please don't do it. I would, and God forgive me. I would rather.
But do you think now?
Stopping my thought. Go ahead.
Do you think even now because if we poll the church, it feels like everybody's having sex anyway.
Yeah.
Do you think now there's a great percentage of people who get married, Christian or not, or especially Christian, because of sex? Because a lot of people are getting it anyway. So do you think the percentage when people were younger, I can't
That's a really good question.
Do you think that's the case now? Because how many people are probably active? What do you guys think? Do you feel like a lot, even now?
First of all, do you think sex before marriage is a sin?
Do you? Why women do you think? We know what the Bible says.
But you just said people are still doing it. So I don't think they think it's that serious anymore.
Yeah. But what do you guys think, though? Do you think that there's a greater amount of, what do you think is the numbers in terms of young people or young adults who are getting married now because of sex versus a couple of years back? When it feels like right now, they're numb to it. You have couples posting pictures together on vacation. Who are single, who are not married.
I've had multiple conversations with single people that just talk about sex with their partner like it's nothing, and it's like, oh, people do that. Like, because I remember when we were dating and how we were so careful not to go there. We did get married.
Not a dry humping though.
So we did get married without having sex with one another. Okay. Although, our sexual status is it statuses or a stat-I? We're different. We did wait. But we did kind of push the envelope sometimes, like the tip or the dry humping and stuff like that. Right. Because being honest,
tell
right?
the truth and shame the devil. The kids are not watching. I hope not.
Because people we're human, right? Yeah. And so, but we had a fear of God to the point where we were like, okay, we're not doing this. And I feel like God really saved us when he moved Urbans to Florida. Okay. So
I probably will knock Shorty up like like 7 kids by now before marriage.
So now I'm thinking like
she had the ill nana.
Oh, but you didn't know that.
You didn't know that. I projected.
The tip told you?
Yeah, that tip was like, yo, hey, yo.
So no, but
that is why I had to apologize a lot when we get married. A pull-out method was not working, bro. That jump was not working. I was like, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Ah!
Oh, God.
It's like, Ernst, no, you're not supposed. Man, all right.
So wait, we're sharing this not to, wait, first of all.
But Mimi said, the Bible says it. Yeah, you're right. The Bible says no sex before marriage.
We're sharing this not to condone.
What happened to sin? He said, hey, yo. Hey, yo, what's happening tonight?
Yes, cash stuffing. That's what it is. Cash stuffing. Thank you, David. Okay. But yes, we're sharing this not to condone sex before marriage because, like I said, we had a fear that if we did it, we would get in trouble, or God would break us up, or God would do something. So we didn't go all the way. So yes, we did kind of sin a little bit where we did like the tip, whatever, and we're not condoning that either because that still was a sin, right? Sin is sin, right? But I'm sharing that because so many people these days are just engaging in it. So it's really kind of like, okay, are you even getting married for sex anymore? Or
to David's point, no sex before marriage is biblical. We have a major issue. I don't think that young people are getting married as much just to have sex outside the confines of marriage is happening. It is happening.
Right, it is.
More and more. Yeah.
Whew.
It's crazy. Anderson, what's up, bro? Missed you, man. That's my guy right here. Well, the devil wants you to have as much sex as you want before marriage, and none wants you to.
Bro, that part.
Oh, wow. No, I just caught it. I just caught it. Because he understands how much sex in a marriage is such an intimacy thing that if there's strife, if there's issue, if that's not healthy, a sexual life in a marriage that is not healthy, it could be so detrimental to it. Bro. So you said a lot there.
Leave that back on the screen.
Yeah, and put that back.
Because he wants you to experience so many partners, right? To the point that when you get married, now all you doing is comparing.
Yeah, we've had that.
In a marital bed.
We've had that in our conferences. People who are competing with the past. One partner was more experienced than the other, and then
she's like, I can't be flipped around. That's just not. First of all, look at my size. Number two, like that's just not my style. That's just not
me. And then the other partner who's been promiscuous their whole life, and what you mean you're not going to do this? What you mean you're not going to do that? And so it's crazy.
So oh my God, that was such a great point, Anderson. Thank you for sharing that. The devil wants you to have as much sex as you can when you're not married. Mimi just said the desires of marriage has decreased because sex is free for all. Yeah. And everybody's doing it.
If you're a believer, guys, that standard is still the standard. And I know we're not trying to sound old school, just giving you a Bible. It doesn't matter if we're falling short to it. Just the message is still the message. Okay. And so if you're trying to live that life, we understand the flesh is weak, all of these things, grace abound, but you have to try to do your due diligence for it. I just performed a wedding of a couple who, when they first started, they were engaged. It was like, we're not going to do it. And they came to a mutual understanding that they're going to be abstinent because based on their walk with the Lord, they're going to be abstinent until they got married. And so it was, and so it is, right? I suppose the number decreased immensely. Sex is so normalized in society. I don't think people wait for marriage as much anymore. Yeah.
And I think that's.
But there is shout out to the small remnant, though.
Right.
Shout out to the small remnant.
Because people are still doing it.
Who are abstaining.
Right. Because like you said, there is still a standard. Right. And we still have to uphold that standard no matter how weak we get in the knees. Because there will be times where you get weak in the knees. But in marriage, I want you to also know that there are dry seasons.
Facts.
Of intimacy. Right? I have a question for you, Aaron.
Okay.
Have you ever, this is going to be a personal question, during our time together, have you ever not enjoyed it?
No, I'm a guy.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah. I hate to put it that way, but I think it's easier for a guy because of how our orgasm works. So it's easier for us to be like, let's go. I'm good.
Right.
So I don't think there's been a time where I did not enjoy a sexual encounter, I guess, being the male that I am. And guys, tell me if I'm wrong. Once you bust that nut, excuse the, we adults, once the nut is busted, the nut is busted. Right. No, I don't mean to. Look what David said. Really, Irv, you make it sound like we were robotic. We are.
No, because I already know that men, you can get ready anytime. You desire it more than us. It's easy for you guys to get into the mood. And I need all men to hear me clear. You have to take your wife, and I'm not going to say your girl, or your fiance or your woman, right? You have to take your wife into consideration because I don't always enjoy it. I'm sorry, babe.
I'm not offended.
Okay. Whoa! He just want to get it when he can get it.
Listen, now we have those moments where, oh, babe, I'm not in the mood right now. Just take it. I'm not going to say, oh, babe, I want to make sure your mind is stimulated. I want to make sure you're turned on. I'm not going to do that to you. I'll say, okay, thank you.
And this is why I say,
here's your pump.
Men, please consider your wives because emotionally if she's not there mentally, emotionally, then it's literally going to be it's all for you thing. Right. And sex is not supposed to be just a you thing. We're supposed to both enjoy this thing. Right. And so there have been times where because I know it's my duty towards my husband that I would have to go.
And it's my duty to please that booty.
Oh, Lord Jesus. There have been times where the guys, we are talking about the unseen realities in marriage. Okay. Mm-hmm. So if you just came in, I want you to know why we're talking about
it. And also
we're not
share
just
this,
trying
guys.
to
There's some people that need to learn from this.
Yeah. We just wanted to kind of
share button.
Yeah. We just kind of wanted to pull back the curtains and be a little bit more vulnerable tonight. There are times where I have had to, say, wait, babe, I'm gonna go to the bathroom and pray.
You pray?
Yes.
What you be praying about? That's the first time I'm hearing about this.
Yeah, I know. Lord, please give me the desire. Lord, please make me enjoy this. Or Lord,
dang.
No, really, because like sometimes.
That's the first time I'm hearing about this.
Yeah, I've never said this. And
almost 19 years later. Wow.
Sometimes I'm
a prayer request. Dang, they got like, whoa.
I'm a prayer request? No, guys, sometimes.
Sheesh. Yeah, that's cold. She said, OMG. Right, like, how you go pray? How you go to the bathroom and pray? Yeah, at least pray. Let's pray together. You want to pray about everything else together, but that, fam. Wow. Bumbo on Tidlo. No, Poland Spring, if you sponsorship, I'm not going to show your brand.
Oh, gosh. No, but I have to be honest, right?
Wow.
No, but it has to do with you, though, honey. It has everything to do with me and where I am in my mind. I know I'm an overthinker. Facts. I have so many thoughts going through my mind.
Facts.
And if I don't get those thoughts out, they can cloud my whole person, like not my person, just how I'm feeling. You know what I'm saying? And then if I now have to, think about pleasing my husband, that's just a lot. And so sometimes I have to go and I have to say, God, please help me to be present in this moment. And listen, and then I become like I haven't done it a lot, but I have done it a handful of times. No, I'm not gonna lie. I've had to do it a handful of times, and so you have to consider your wife and I feel like the ways that you could have probably helped me in those areas was just kind of pulling more out of me, kind of talking to me more, just kind of checking in, seeing how I am. Like, I like to talk. I always want to talk. And so sometimes like you just want to chill. But like when I talk and I get to release all that I'm thinking and I'm feeling, it puts me at ease and I can be ready for anything. So bro, all you got to do is talk to me.
I don't have a lot of words, but yeah, facts. Going back to some of the comments real quick, I'm not dismissing what you're saying. I also don't think there's a desire for more intimacy. I just think we express intimacy the same. Way. Go back to that, bro, because I think I probably missed that trope on what we were talking about. David said, love is not love attached to it as well. I sleeping with the wrong person or sleeping with someone who is not into you. I think we're talking about intimacy. I am so sorry, guys, trying to keep up with the comments as we go along. So I kind of rewind a little bit. So hopefully, please give us a little bit more context about what you're referring to. All right. I honestly think the problem you're describing and is related to purity culture being taught in church. Sex should be something we both desire, both want to do, even if we aren't aligned. I still think there's a lot of old school people who still see sex as for procreation. They don't talk about it as it relates to pleasure and just something you should desire and have fun with. I want to get to this point. I say something along that? But wait 1 second. Anderson psychoanalyzing you, and you haven't been taught to fully embrace your sexuality. So it's your fault. Better go embrace that, bro.
Okay, teach me. Like,
I'm prayer.
No, but did you get offended by that?
Nah.
Okay, I hope not. And you can be honest.
I think after 19 years, we pretty much established a pretty safe space when it comes to talk about sex in our marriage.
I don't think
it was actually from day one. From day one, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, from the first day.
From day one, when I was like, "Wait, Lord, it's not supposed to be like this."
You sing a little too much now, bro. I ain't know nothing back then. That was 19 years ago.
I was like, "Wait, this is what I waited for."
Wow. All right,
I'm joking, y'all.
This live.
But listen, God turned that thing around.
I turned that thing around.
This is an aspect of secularism I get. The world teaches women to embrace their sexual desires, but to a fault. And the church doesn't. Right. Because the church says women do not. And then when you get married, do. Please don't do. How do I go from not to just being like open, like a market?
Yeah. Innocent is.
I don't think men want sex more than women. We just socialize to express intimacy differently. When I say, I do believe you want more. I believe you want it more. I don't think we
want it more. I think it's easier for us.
Okay.
Easier for us to get into the mode of it than that, you know.
But even go ahead. Mimi said technically we're supposed to be entering marriage dumb when it comes to sex. It's supposed to be something we learn together, but premarital sex messed that up.
Yeah.
Right? Because some people have more experience than others, and then they start comparing their experiences to others that they've had, and that's not the mind of Christ.
I think the Lord in his infinite wisdom made that establishment for marriage and sexual intimacy between one man and one woman because he foresaw the conflict that can happen with the experience. Right? With when you're experiencing different people, there's the comparison is there. Now, the comparison could be a good thing where your current partner, your husband, was better than your old one. Mm-hmm. But sometimes if your old one was better, quote unquote, better, subjectively speaking, then you're still stuck on that. You know what I'm saying? Right. And the potential for that, even when you see that person again, who's to say that, like, reminiscing about
butterflies? You're
just reminiscing about what y'all used to do, and you don't even realize it. So God, in his infinite wisdom, knew exactly what he was doing when he tried to instruct us one man with one woman, one man with one woman, to prevent a lot of that stuff. Because that comparison is crazy.
And we also know that sex, like spiritually speaking, was designed, is God's design for oneness. Yeah. Right. And so when you sleep with someone that's not your husband or your wife, you're becoming one with them.
Right.
And so so imagine you being one. And I've heard a sermon of, somebody preaching that said you were one with 16 people before you became crazy. One with your actual.
So the 16 became one. And with that one, there's so many different demons, for lack of better terms.
And you talk about soul ties and all this, right? And so we want to be mindful that sex ain't always what it's cracked up to be in marriage. Although there are some really healthy, beautiful seasons, expect some dry seasons as well, because it is what it is, right?
Somebody mentioned about the dry season on here. I'm sorry if I missed it.
It was Ruth.
Okay, cool.
She said something.
I guess if you need a resource for the married people, Anderson mentioned Shen Budram podcast. Okay. So Anderson, is she more towards women or men, since she's female herself? So let me know if it's you're listening to her. So I guess she's as effective for a man as well. All right.
Yeah.
Only if you're married. We ain't trying to promote open up nothing that we ain't supposed to be open.
Listen, if you ain't married, this is talking about
don't blame Love
right?
Talks with the Garçons for your sinning.
But I think even when you're not married, you need to learn about marriage topics so that when you do get married, you're like, I'm ready for this.
Agreed.
And finally, last but not least, because there's so many more topics you can talk about. But as far the last thing is balancing faith, career, and kids. How do we make sure God, right, and each other don't get lost in the shuffle?
Gotcha.
Right.
Okay.
We are busy people. We are very busy people. And
super.
Sometimes, I don't know. And this is the thing. Okay. I'm going to say something, babe. I don't think you notice when we're getting dry.
What you mean?
Us, like where sometimes things are getting so busy that it's kind of dry.
But who's the source of the busy?
Honey, that's not what I asked.
Okay.
That's not what I asked. I said, I made a comment or a statement.
Okay.
I don't think that you notice when we're neglecting each other because you don't say anything.
There's a reason for that.
Why?
And I know it's going to come back on me again. I tend to not say anything or initiate a lot of things sometimes because I know Ann is really big into pre-work. So if I did not do the pre-work to get her mind there, I'm not going to approach her like, hey, yo, let's go. Because to me, number one, it's not fair because, she's in the moment, she's not ready to go because nothing was done in terms of the conversation, the flirty text, et cetera, et cetera. So that didn't happen. And number two, for me, I don't like rejection. I don't do well with rejection. So even if she would have opened up, because we're both, again, going back to the other statement that you made, we're very busy people. So our days be very busy, and sometimes things could be out of sight, out of mind. So those things that she asks, that she wants to happen for intimacy, if I didn't do it, number one, I don't approach, for lack of better terms, because of that. And number two, I ain't trying to get rejected. Sometimes as couples, let me tell you guys this, you could make each other feel rejected just by saying, it's okay for you to say no, I'm not really in the mood for it, but keep in mind how that could come across to your partner. It could come across as rejection, even that was not the intention. Fair?
Okay.
Okay.
I wouldn't say fair. I can understand that point. I feel like we do juggle a lot of things, right? And so
need to juggle my balls.
No, babe, why would you say that?
It's my need, my love language.
Oh my God.
Juggle my balls.
So I'm not even gonna do the motion anymore because now in my mind all I can see is stop. I think that
it's in your mind now? No. You wanna try it?
Irvin, stop it. Nah, bro, no.
Juggle my balls.
Irvin, will you stop it?
Harmonize to that.
No, I'm not doing that, Irvin. No.
Juggle my balls. 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 That's a song. Or record that song.
Y'all, no. So I don't even know what I was saying anymore.
We juggle different things.
Right.
You keep thinking about my balls.
We have many different things that we're doing. No, okay, stop it. Stop. Going back to okay. Juggling ministry.
That's a hit. Thank you, Sam. Thank you, bro.
Juggling different like career, children, just family needs, right? And so it can get so busy that we neglect each other.
Right.
And I think that, and that's like I was saying, I think sometimes I notice it more than you do because I'm more verbal and I'll say it, and you won't say much.
I told you why, though.
I know, but I'm telling you, I need you to say more so it shows me that you actually care or that you're thinking about it.
That's the thing.
Not that you care.
You see these interpretations? Yo, and my daughter is just like her. Melody is the same way. Melody would text us talking about, hey, guys, I'm on my way home. Because we just say, okay. Oh, so y'all don't love me? Y'all don't care if I get home? It's a woman thing. I just said, okay. So now what we do is, sidebar, we jokingly, when she walk in the door, we just go overboard. We say, yeah, Melody's home. Oh my God, we miss you so much. And she gives us a side eye. But anyway.
But yeah, so like there's going to be a time where you're juggling so many things that you may neglect each other. You have to be like mindful and cognizant of that okay, and this is where intentionality comes in, because this is where I kind of counter what he shares whenever he says what he says, right? As far as I didn't do the pre-work. We are big on intentionality. Our motto for our marriage is being intentional, right? And so I'm like, okay, bro, but if you preach intentionality and you're not being intentional, fill in the blank. You know what I'm saying? And that's where I kind of bring my rebuttal, because I'm like, practice what you preach, bro.
But at the same time, if you're going to be throwing me under the bus publicly,
I didn't throw you under the bus.
I'm going to throw you. It's my turn. I always tell my wife also that as a man, and guys who are here who are married or unmarried, I know you're having sex anyway. You shouldn't, but whatever. I tell her all the time, I would love for you to initiate.
But I'm not only talking about sex, honey.
Oh, both.
I'm not only talking about sex.
Let me finish.
But that's what we're talking about.
Okay, but you let me finish. So take ownership of it.
Go ahead.
That's why I like you to initiate.
You said you didn't finish.
That's it.
That's exactly the same thing you said.
So own that.
Okay, but this is the thing.
You ain't own it yet.
I'm owning it.
Okay.
I will, like, and this is what I would say. There's always a cause and effect, right? I would initiate more if I felt more emotionally connected. In the moments that I'm not initiating. So it always boils down to me. Are we? Because you're the man. You got to leave, bro.
Nope. I don't like that. It don't work.
So there will be.
Again, that's the unseen realities in marriage.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Sometimes you will not get to an actual agreement.
Yeah.
Because I think it's his fault. And he thinks it's my fault. It's a cycle. But I feel like you start the cycle, honestly.
Because you know what you really need to do?
What?
What you really need to do is juggle my balls, juggle my balls.
I would love to, if you were more intentional.
I'll be back, guys. One day we're gonna leave the stream here and go behind the camera real quick.
All you need is a minute.
3 minutes.
3?
Well, about 50 points. 50 pumps. 50
but anyway, so what are some non-negotiables that we should establish, right, to ensure that we are balancing family, career, and kids, right? We got to make sure that we set apart time for each other. Somebody said best 3 minutes.
That's it. Thank you, Sam.
We set apart time for each other, like non-negotiable family nights, non-negotiable date nights. It doesn't have to be every week, bro. It could be every 2. It could be, but it has to be.
And I want to say this. This is a message just for me, maybe us. Exercise more. I be tired, y'all. I have no energy. Mm-hmm. So I think in that intentionality for this particular thing because there's only so many hours in a day, and I guess it goes back to my health. And for everybody here, take care of your health. I just be so drowsy, so tired, so yeah, and drained. so drained, and so you have no time, and it's no good after 9 p.m. After 9 p.m., she's no good to anybody.
If you talk to me, bro, if you're intentional, listen. Hey. I'm giving you the keys to success.
Hey.
I'm giving you the keys to success.
Get off those Zoom calls.
If you keep.
How many Zooms do you have tomorrow?
What did you have planned for tomorrow?
What?
Oh, exactly.
I had plans, but I know you have Zooms.
That's what I'm saying. So listen to what I'm saying. If you keep me on my toes, I will stay on my toes. You'll catch it later. So, and also you want to say yes to God's order.
I like that one.
God.
I'm going to tell you why. Go ahead.
Spouse.
Mm-hmm.
Kids.
Mm-hmm.
ministry.
What some people do is this: God, ministry.
Babe, they can't see.
God, ministry, spouse, kids. People tend to confuse ministry as God or church as God. Those are two different things. Don't think just because you're sacrificing for ministry, you're sacrificing for God. I'll explain it deeper, but just not tonight.
And other people
I do want you guys to understand there is a difference,
right?
Between
but other people do God, children, spouse, ministry.
Or God, children, spouse. The order has to be right.
The order has to be right. Sometimes I think you love the kids more than you love me.
I love my children. I love my wife even more. It's not the same love, so don't even try to compare. She's jealous of Bailey, guys. How you gonna be jealous of a toddler? Makes no sense.
Why? I don't know why you always say that.
Because you are.
Anyway.
Why you hug Bailey? You ain't hug me.
So this it's not being jealous of a child. It's you coming home and like, hey, beautiful, hey, Bailey. And then you come to me like, what's up?
You are such an ingrate. I just say, what's up?
You've never done that?
Fix it.
You've never done that?
Fix it.
You've never done, hey.
Fix it.
Hi.
Fix it.
Babe, no, I'm not going to try to make you look good in front of these people.
You're using those terms. Remember those definitive terms such as always?
I never said always. I said, you've never done that?
No.
What did you
say? Hey, boo. I always say, hey, babe.
Hey.
Unless I'm mad at you.
So, yes, I want you to be excited when you see me. I never said he didn't. I never said you... Did I ever say you didn't love me? Did I ever say you didn't love me?
I just think I love the kids more.
I just
like... It's not the same
love. Sometimes the hierarchy in Irvin's mind, kids are like...
No, I will say...
Or they're like this with me.
No, I will say this.
This is what they are.
This is what I would say.
Let's say this.
This is what I would say. I would admit to this. It's not the kids or the wife. I prioritize my family.
That's what I said.
So I tend to
this.
bunch them together sometimes.
Yeah, but
because my wife is my family and my children are my family.
But I was here first.
So you just got to be mindful.
And they're going to leave you. And what you going to have?
You just got to be mindful. Why David did the same thing Ish did. They went from YouTube to IG. I guess we might be missing comments on it. Yeah, but so even that, be mindful because that could be a trap in itself.
Right.
When you're thinking about your family, but then you might have a wife like mine who feels like I'm being dead serious.
Have a
wife like mine.
I think it's all wives that want to be first.
Right. During the pandemic, we had like really big arguments about it because she was like, "We are together. We're doing things together, all of us, but." We're not spending time together.
Because we weren't.
Like right here.
Oh, because we're sitting next to each other means we're spending time together?
And the kids are there. We're just chilling all together.
Boy.
Yeah.
So, yes. So, I think that grace should be extended in those different seasons.
Millie Ann said, I knew Ann first. Tell my kids. I just met them.
Right. I just met you. First. Like, he was here before y'all.
That's crazy.
And my kids know that he's like, you're my number one. But do they know that I'm your number one?
Yes, they do. Ask them. Let me call them. No, Melly's probably not proper. Our girl,
Were you going to FaceTime?
That's going to make them come down here.
Oh, no. I thought you were going to call their phone. No. Yes. So grace should be extended, of course, in different seasons. I love that he loves his family. I love that he loves his kids. We got dads out here that went to get milk and never came back. So they
had to wait for it.
I love that he does, but it can cause friction sometimes because I'm like, bro, can you see me?
Because she be looking for an issue.
And then we got Bailey, who every time I come home with something new, if I get my eyebrows done, if I get my hair done,
Bailey
if I get my nails done.
She's a glazer.
Oh, wow, mommy, you look so beautiful. I love your nails.
Because she wants slime. She wants you to buy her slime.
I love your
nails. It's always followed by, mommy, can you buy me slime?
Never. Don't even play yourself. Whatever. I love wow, mommy. You look like a princess. Mommy, your hair. And I'm like,
where do you think she got that from?
Yeah, I wish, not you.
So she's not my child?
Yeah, I wish your dad would
you trying to say she's not my kid?
I wish your dad would see me And he'll see her doing all these things and saying all these things, and he still doesn't pick up a clue. I give her the side
eye because she's messing it up.
And he still don't pick up a clue. How about the God brought her here to show you how to see me?
Wanting compliment on your eyebrows. I'm a guy.
On my nails, on my hair, or how I look. Okay, we shouldn't be having our disagreements in front of y'all. All right, so those are the three things I wanted to talk about tonight, right? As far as the unseen realities of marriage.
And there are more.
There's so many more. And if you have any unseen realities that you face in your marriage, please comment them so that we can all be abreast to what to expect, right? Abreast. Oh, Lord.
Yeah. I like to be.
Ernest, you are really naughty tonight. Come on.
I'm always like this on the line. No, but when you think about unseen realities, illness, right? One partner is sick, and the other person's depression.
That's in sickness center or in health.
Yeah, mental health.
The vows.
Trauma.
I think that's something we need to really go through and like kind of unpacking just vows, period. Not just the cherish that we talked about last time. Because these are real things that people go through in real life. Right. And this something that marriage is not content. Marriage is life. Marriage is real. Marriage is reality. Because a lot of the content that we see, people want to get married so that they can have good content.
Especially we're living in that time now.
Marriage is not content. Marriage is real. Marriage is life.
Marriage is hard.
Marriage is hard work. And a lot of people are deceived by the content that they see because they think, okay, when I get married, this is what my marriage is going to be like.
So one unseen reality of marriage is hard work. It's hard work. But for the sake of the partnership, for the love, for the cherish, for the commitment, for the all that to come along with it, it's a work that we need to gladly be engaged in. If you're not ready for that, don't get married.
Yeah.
I mean, there's levels to it. I always say there's levels to how much work needs to be put in based on compatibility and other factors. We see eye to eye. We don't disagree or this, that, and the third. But nonetheless, there's still work that needs to be put in. 19 years was not just a cakewalk. I mean, we didn't go through some of the pitfalls a lot of people went through. Thank God, knock on wood. But nonetheless, it's work.
And there are still some lessons that we're still learning.
Yeah.
That we are open to sharing as we learn, because not everything has to be experienced for you to learn it. Like you can learn from our experience so that you don't go through the same thing. You know how people say experience is the best teacher? Not necessarily. If someone else had to, it could be somebody else's experience being your teacher.
Marriage requires a lot of grace that I may not always be willing to give. In that case, don't get married.
It's all about serving and selflessness. And so we just pray that as we were discussing, that you were kind of taking it all in.
Ayo.
Oh Lord, babe, we're landing.
What did I say? What did I say?
Landing this plane.
What did I say? What did I say? What did I say? It's your interpretation. It's not what I said.
We're landing the plane, Irvins.
Ayo, that too.
That you learned something. Okay? Because I got to be very careful with my words with this man. We pray that you learned something and that you can take it with you if you're married now or when you do get married. Yeah. So we wanted to close out with a quick prayer.
And share the replay with somebody, guys. Somebody really needs to see that. You know some people who are engaged or seriously getting married, that they don't think about those unseen realities that come along with it, with some of the things that we share. And it's only a fraction, like I said, of the things that are not talked about in marriage or about marriage as people lead up to marriage, right? And so I am an officiant. It's not a shameless plug. I'm a wedding officiant. If you guys are following us on social media, you see August was crazy, a good crazy. I had a lot of different weddings I was doing. But one of the things I push for, if time permits, based on when that couple gets to me, I do require that they do some premarital sessions. I don't want to just marry somebody. I want to make sure you stay married after the wedding day. Right. And so we do have a lot of those conversations. So if you know someone that need premarital counseling, even now as singles, reach out. We have some things we need to announce when it comes to those sometime. Yeah. But we're working on some stuff behind the scene for those people.
Yeah. So we're going to wrap it up.
Yes, guys. Thank you for tuning in. We're going to close out in prayer.
Yeah.
Okay.
You want to pray for us? Just going to pray for those who may be navigating unseen realities.
Yeah.
And for those who are just kind of waiting on God for their person because they feel like they are ready and they've learned all that they could learn up to this point, because you're never fully learned everything.
Right.
Just navigating that space as well.
Dear God, we just want to thank you for this platform where we are able to reach out and touch a lot of lives, Lord God, in this context, in this reality, Father God, talking about marriage, relationship, things that you've established from the very beginning, that the enemy try to taint, try to use against us, Lord God, to drift us apart. Because the reality is marriage is a reflection of you, Lord God. I just want to thank you for using us to reach out to your people. Lord, we pray, Father God, that this message, that it does not fall on deaf ear. Everybody under the sound of our voice who's listening to this, who might be watching the playback, Father God, who is dealing with some of the Hey, Hey guys. Oh, Facebook is experiencing an outage. Hey. So. Hey guys.
We don't know what happened.
Oh, Facebook is turn that off because we're still on. We're live, babe. Hey. So. Turn that off.
We don't know what happened.
Facebook is. All right. So for whatever reason, y'all, doing the prayer.
That was crazy.
That was crazy. Doing the prayer, we both our eyes was closed. We turned our eyes and.
What did you guys see?
Only to realize only to get the information that something went off.
But did they hear the whole prayer?
I don't know.
Did it get blacked out? Those of you who are still here.
Yeah, I don't know who's still here. I cannot tell, happened? But there's still 7 of you guys here right now. I don't know if you could let us know what happened. But we got a message that Facebook is experiencing an outage. I think Facebook got an outage which impacted the stream. So anyway, thank you, Anlin, if you're still here.
Thank you, Anlin.
Yeah.
Thank you for
anybody still here? Too. I know it's saying that 7 of you guys are still here.
That was crazy.
And if so, what did you experience as we were gone for? There's one person on Instagram. Hey, but listen, nonetheless, it was a great episode. We were just concerned that it wasn't going to save, but I am glad that we're able to get on here. On the tail end to make sure that this saves properly.
And look, we were actually praying, guys. Our eyes were both closed, so we didn't even notice we went out. Yeah. So we pray that you guys received the prayer. We thank you guys for joining us. Meet us back here next week, same time, same place.
Yeah,
and don't forget to share it with at least 5 people. And
until then, we are Love Talks with the Garçons, where love speaks.
And we listen.
Peace out.